so it made it look like you gave me a standing round of applause. So thank you very much for that gracious welcome there. This is truly an exciting time to be back in Raleigh. I actually left this morning. I woke up at 4:30. I live in Mississippi, and I drive 2 hours to the airport, take 2 flights to get to Charlotte. Arrived at 2 o'clock, went to the rental car, drove 2.5 hours, had to stop off because I forgot to bring a tie, but I think I picked a sharp one because Kappa Smooth is always going to be represented. Had to rush to the hotel and got to the hotel at 6:05, changed by 6:25, got here by 6:45 because I refused to miss this kind of special occasion. If everybody could do me a favor, if you could reach into the air as high as you possibly can. Reach in the air as high as you can, everybody. Everybody reach as high as you can, even the bows and bells. Reach as high as you can. And now if you could reach a little bit higher, reach a little bit higher. Okay, put them down. Now I've got a question. How many people reached higher when I said reach higher? But I said reach as high as you could the first time. So Kappa scholars, and well, as great as you've already done, you've got to dig down a little bit deeper and reach that little bit higher. Continue to transcend what you thought possible for yourself, because today is the first day of the rest of your life. You can put that on Twitter, Mr. Watkins. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Understand that what you've done is outstanding and wonderful, but from now on you have an opportunity to even do more and do better. Understand that there has never been anybody in the history of the world created like you before, and there'll never be another you again. And think about that. In the millions of years the earth has existed, there's never been you before, there will never be you again. You are once in an entire world original, and think about the night you were conceived. Don't picture it, but the night that you were conceived, biologists will tell you there are up to 500 million sperm present, and each one represented a different, distinct individual, and you were chosen. Up to 500 million possible individuals could have been made in that one night alone. In the history of the world, only one egg and one sperm could have gotten together, and there was still impossible odds, and you're here. So you're here for a purpose. And I need to take a little diversion for a second, if I could step down from, can everybody hear me okay? If I move down here, I'd like to ask the question, who here would like to take this $5 bill? Who here would like to take this $5 bill? Some people think they're wrong and they have their hands down, really. Now this is what I'm talking about right here. You see, there's a whole bunch of people that wanted $5, but only one person made a move to go get it. If you want something in life, you got to go. And so, indeed, only one person made a move to go get that. What's your name? Is it?
Come on.
Okay, come on. Only one person made a move. So I'm going to challenge you, Kappa scholars, if you want something. If you want something bad enough, you've got to get up and go for it now. Come on, do you still want this $5? Do you still want this $5? Why would you want $5 that I've stepped on, crumpled up, treated so badly? Why would you want it? Oh, now all the people out here, now all of a sudden they want that money, okay? But if you want to go for it and get an opportunity, you said what? Because it's still worth something. Think about it. Come on, and others, there'll be people in our lives. People who will tell us that we can't do something. People who will, haters, step on us and Kappa scholars understand that when you go off to college, there will be people back home who are going to try to bring you back. And sometimes they may even be friends and family because they're not ready for your success. Understand, people will try to crush and step and destroy your dreams, but at the end of the day, please remember that no matter what anybody says or does, just like this $5 bill, you still have value. If nobody can take this value away. So Kamaya, right now, I've been working for the past 5 minutes. I need to go chill, and you're the speaker now. She's like, dang. You didn't sign up for it, but you know what? You took advantage of the opportunity. Here's what I'd like you to do. To share with us why you know you're going to be successful. Why that if we have this 10 years from now, we all get back together, that you're going to be a doctor, lawyer, you're going to be a favorite, you're just going to do what it is that you are destined to accomplish. I want you to take a moment and think about what is it that you know is going to make you successful. To whom are you doing this besides yourself, and why do you know you're going to make it? Are you ready? Okay, and I need to hear this crowd when she's done make some noise. If you want this $5, you got to work hard.
Okay, so I'm I know I'm going to be successful because all my life I've worked hard. It's never been, okay, I got an A, this is it. It's always been strive for the A+, or strive for not the 95, not the 95, but the 100, to keep going and keep pushing myself as hard as I possibly can. Ever since I was in elementary school, I would get like A's and B's, and I'd be like, oh, that's okay. And then I would get all A's, and I'd be like, yes, this is what I wanted. This is my time. I go in the front, they'd be like, A honor roll, Kamaya Matthews, and I'd be like, that's me. This is my time to shine. And since then, I knew that that's what I wanted all the time. So when I got to middle school, it got a little bit harder, but I knew that I could keep going. Then when I got to high school, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a whole new ball game. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. But then I kept pushing myself, and being in an early college is so much difficult because we take college classes, but nobody in my classes know that I'm a high school student. And so I'm happy about that because I'm just like, I'm on their level and I'm only 17 years old and they're 20 years old and in classes. So I know I'm going to be successful because I push myself to the limit and I don't just stop when I don't understand something. I reach out for help. I try to make sure that I don't just try and isolate myself and do it on my own. I'm not afraid to ask for somebody to help me. And so when I grow up, I want to be a pediatric surgeon, and I plan on finishing my last 2 years at NC State because when we graduate with an associate's degree. So I want to finish off at NC State, majoring in biology and minoring in political science, and then I want to go to the military, and then I want to go to medical school.
You go.
For my standing ovation, and you stole the show. This is exactly what it's about. So if anybody ever says young people aren't doing anything, you just remember that. If people say that young people are the future, you tell them no, young people are the present, because right here is the present of greatness. Here's the $5, Kamaya. Thank you very much. Give her another hand. Give her another hand. She got a gift card too, Brother Green. I was hoping the extra ones I'd get a chance to take, but obviously that didn't work too well. And now we'll switch again. Thank you very much. You know, I was thinking in preparation for today, I had a chance to talk with somebody from the military. Do we have any military individuals who have sacrificed and given to our country? Raise your hand if you're military. Thank you very much. I know that there, especially in the Army, there's a saying. I had a chance to talk to somebody yesterday about this. There's a saying that means everything and anything except no, that sort of charges people up. What is that saying? Say it again. Well, and now I know the young people today have their own version of that. Now, you never thought the Nene would get into tonight's presentation. I can guarantee that. But what's interesting, the military idea was that indeed anything and everything except no, that we will make something happen. And I was kind of intrigued as I read more about this group We Are Tunes that came up with the Nene dance. And it might seem simple, but I really think this is an important moment. These are young people your age who decided that they wanted to make a difference. They wanted to create something fun. And it's nothing negative in the song. There's nothing there's not misogyny, it's not trap music, it's not horrible stuff, it's just fun. And they created this whole idea, and all around the world, people are doing their dance. And they've taken something to say, we are going to make a difference and we're going to be successful. Whatever you do, everything and anything except no. Keep going to indeed, because is it more important who you know or what you know? Is it more important who you know or what you know?
Who you know.
Well, it does matter what you know. I hope that you have learned something. But it's really not more important who you know. It's more important is who knows you.
Hello.
See, you can know somebody and say that I met somebody, but if they don't know you and you don't stand out. I know Kamaya stands out, right? She came up for that like a stalker. She came up for that $5. She was going to make sure she stood out. She gave a presentation that made you not just hear that she was going to be successful, but to know it in her heart. Anything and everything except no, she's going to make it happen. That's what you've got to have. Kappa scholars and bows understand that I'd like you to be part of what I call the Dreams team. You remember the Dream team from the Olympics years ago, but I have what I call the Dreams team. And the Dreams team is just the 3 things you've got to have in order to be successful. One is to dream. We challenge you to dream big dreams. Whatever it is that's in your mind that you love to accomplish, dream it and don't let anybody or anything take you away from it. Scheme. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So have big dreams, but make plans. Strategize, just like Kamaya said, to push yourself and study when others want to deviate you from that path. Continue to plan for success and team that none of us is as smart as all of us.
And so to demonstrate the idea of that, I'd like you to help me out for a second. See, if you want to make a difference, you've got to be different. And this is going to be a different presentation than you've ever experienced. You think we can make it rain in here? Not that
That's
kind
right.
of make it rain. Not that kind of make it rain. I need your help to make it rain in here to show that what seems impossible is possible. Young people, if you take the word impossible and break it up, it just stands for I'm possible. So if anybody tells you it's impossible, you're going to let them know what? I'm possible. If someone says someone who looks like you is going to be successful, it's impossible. You'll say, I'm possible. Turn to someone to your left and right and say, I'm possible. I need you to do me a favor now quickly. As many people as you can in 5 seconds, give a high 10 and tell them we're possible. Give a high 10 around everybody.
Here you go, bro.
We're going to make it rain in here. There's 3 things I need you to do to help me out. First, if everybody could rub their hands together. Second, if you could snap your fingers. And third, pat your laps and stop. But what happened is, as I walk in front of you, I'll start from this side. As I walk in front, I'll ask you to make the sound that I make. And don't change or start again until I come in front of you with a new sound. So when I start here, you don't begin until I walk in front. We're going to start with this, then go to this, then this. Just follow what I do. And you'll hear the sound of the wind, the raindrops, rainstorm, thunderstorm, back to the rain like we had today. It's exciting wind. With a positive attitude, dream. With a plan, a scheme, and together with a great team, we can make the impossible possible. We can make it rain up in her. I don't know about you, but it sounded like some rain. Give me some room.
It's possible. I'll just make a few more comments and get out of the way. I hope that Mr. Haynes and Mr. Watkins, you utilize this experience of great Kappa men who've shared with you. There's a lot of folks who will tell you they have your back, but Kappa men through this process have had your front. What I mean by that is they've had not just your back to support you, but the front, meaning we want to make sure that our appearance demonstrates excellence, that we look the part, smell the part, act the part, that need all of what we need to do. They've had your front to show you that indeed the image you project is powerful. They've also at your front because they've demonstrated the power of role models. We've got doctors and lawyers and principals and all kinds of successful men who've been part of this program. They've given you something in front of you to look at it. They've also helped to show you the path of success through the training of life skills and college prep, that indeed what's in front of you is greatness. They've had your back and they've had your front. You see, attitudes are contagious, y'all. Make yours worth catching. When people ask you how you're doing, most people are like, I'm all right, I'm living, I'm hanging in there, I'm surviving. I had a colleague, true story, at a college I was teaching at years ago. I said, how you doing? A professor, colleague of mine, I said, how you doing? And she said to me, true. I said, how you doing? She goes, I'm upright and taking nourishment. I'm like, dang, is that the best you can do? I want you to be passionate, to get excited about life and its opportunities. I faced some challenges. 6 years ago, coming up in a few months, when I was teaching at Shaw University, as was mentioned in my bio, I got a phone call from my oldest brother who said, Derek, you've got to get home tonight. And so what he talking about, he said, Dad is not going to make the night.
Lord have mercy.
You see, both of my parents, before I was born, had cancer. True fact. Before I was born, they had cancer, and they were told they could have no more kids. Oops, something happened. And people say, Greenfield, that means you're in an accident. I say, cars have accidents. I'm a surprise right here. I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm here. But years later, my father did get a different form of cancer that was terminal. And my brother said, you've got to get home tonight. And I said, but I'm living in Raleigh, and it's 2 p.m. after the Shaw graduation, and I'm celebrating with parents and grandparents and students. And he said, but you've got to make it tonight. The doctors did not just say maybe. They said, it's not going to be possible. He won't make the night. If you want to see your dad, you better get home tonight. So my other brother, who lives in Cary, get on 2 planes and we rush, and I can remember this like it was yesterday. I can vividly recall everything we did, from getting off the plane, who picked us up, and the door of the hospital we walked into, and how many floors up, and the left turn we took to the 3rd door on the right. And you have to understand, as I'm going in to see my father, that was my birthday. It was on my birthday. And I didn't know if he was alive or dead, but I walked in and I got a hug from him like I'll never forget. And my dad couldn't talk at that point. And all he could do was put his lips out. And we took a Q-tip. Y'all took a Q-tip with water and dabbed it on his lips. And I never felt more like a man giving my father kisses at the end of his life, because he was saying, really, all we want to do is to be loved and to give love. Kappa scholars, yes, we celebrate you today, but there's a lot of folks who've had your back in front. And they need to be told before you go home tonight, thank you and I love you, because you never know when you'll get another chance.
Amen.
And the congregation said,
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Fortunately, my father did not die that night. He made it a little bit longer, because he told my mom that morning, when he felt himself taking a turn for the worst, he told my mom, I will not die on my son's birthday.
Lord have mercy.
He didn't make it much longer, but he did not die on my birthday. So even in his death, he was fighting for me.
Amen.
Young people, there are people fighting for you every single day. There's grandparents who've been stuffing money into mattresses, because that's the bank they got. And so thank them, and please, when you tell somebody you love them, remember, love is not a word, it's an action.
That's right.
If you go to college and get D's and flunk out, don't tell me you love your mom. You love them through the actions, and you've been showing your love through the greatness of what you accomplished so far. So today is the first day of the rest of your life to reach a little bit higher, do even more. We're proud of you, and we expect even more greatness from you, because you come from greatness. And they taught you all kinds of wisdom that never should be forgotten. You've had parents and grandparents who told you that everything that glitters, what? They said that every shut-eye, what? And finally they said, I brought you into this world.
And I'll take you out. You believe it?
So as I close, I just have one final example to share with you this evening. I have a small piece of paper. And I'd like to ask if you think I can fit my head through this piece of paper. Think I can fit my head through this piece of paper?
No.
There's a hater in row 5. Ma'am, after all this talk, I thought you believed in me, but that's all right. Because at the end of the day, you got yourself in the confidence of
what you can accomplish. Kappa scholars and our bows and our bells who have joined them, just remember that what seems impossible is possible. That indeed with a positive attitude, a plan, and a team of folks around you who believe in you, you can take what seems impossible and make it possible. Because every door that looks closed can actually open. This is where you say, ooh, tough crowd. Just because that door is open and the door of your future is open, college is there, military, all kinds of opportunities. Don't be scared to walk through that door. And if anybody tells you it's not possible, you'll always remember to let them know I'm possible. You'll tell them that just like that rain, it didn't seem like we could do it, but we made it possible. That we reached that little bit higher. That indeed we pushed ourselves to believe in what we can accomplish. And if anybody tries to say that it can't be done, I just want to close by saying what my mind can conceive and my heart can believe, I very well know that I can achieve. And indeed, your great success has demonstrated that this community that cares so deeply about you, that's so proud of you, is knowing that you will go on to do even greater and bigger things. And finally, as I'll say, if it seems impossible, always remember that with the success you've had and the people behind you, what seems impossible is very much quite possible.
Okay, this is a little bit of a deviation from the program, but I'm back up here.